What's up, lovers, friends, fans, haters, all of y'all? What's going on? Wataguan? It's your boy Cortez Mac here for another episode of Cortez Mac TV. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you did not do it already, I'm manifesting it right now. Subscribe today, baby. You did it? Okay, let's go. So, before we get into part 2 with my girl Teresa Morcho, if you did not catch part 1, go back, pause this, go back, watch that, and then come back. I'm here. Look, I'm gonna still be here. So before we get into that, let's talk about the news this week, y'all. And there's a few things that need to be covered. First up, my girl Wendy Williams. Can y'all do me a favor and put your hands together, bow your head, close your eyes, and just say, how you doing? Because Wendy is not doing well. I really need a lot of prayer and support for her if you love her. I don't really love Wendy Williams, but I'm inspired by her. So I want the best for her. She is struggling, y'all. There's been allegations that she's suffering from dementia. Wells Fargo has frozen her account, so she doesn't have access to her millions and millions of dollars that she has amassed. Her son, they're trying to get it to where her son can get access to it, but Wells Fargo has frozen this money. People are saying that it's because they don't want her to be taken advantage of with her mental state being compromised. She has come out and said she being treated for Graves' disease, thyroid issues, and that's it. Period. Like, it ain't no dementia. My mind is solid, and I'm good. She said that people in her camp, somebody specifically who is a former employee who is mad, salty, real salty, that they don't have access to her funds anymore. They're the ones who are putting all this stuff out about dementia. And so we'll see what happened. Honestly, I hope that Wendy gets access to her money, but I want her to be healthy more than anything. And if not, let her son do what he need to do. The stories that came out, there were some stories that were saying she wasn't recognizing her friends or her associates, but she still was recognizing her one and only son. So I know that her relationship with Kevin Jr. is great. So I hope that he's allowed to step up for his mom in the way that I'm sure that he wants to in this time of need. But like I said, prayers up for Wendy, whether you like her or not. You know, you never want to see somebody just out bad. Some people are saying like this is what she deserved for karma for the way that she's done other celebrities, but you know, I don't know. I just can't subscribe to that line of thinking. You know, I want everyone to be happy and I want everybody to win, except for Billie Eilish. And the reason why is because she threw unnecessary shade this week at not even my boy. It's hard when you do a show like this because you don't want your views to be so bad that people don't mess with you. But I also gotta keep it a buck with y'all. Like, I gotta keep it 1K. I can't just be making up stuff just to get more fans and followers. I'm upset with Billie Eilish because she had no need to take a shot at Travis Scott. Travis, you know, has expressed his remorse about what happened at Astroworld with the deaths and the injuries. And I know that there was a lot that could have been done to make sure that that didn't happen. I'm sure that he's gonna work in the future to make sure it don't happen again. But long story short, Billie Eilish had a concert the other day, had a fan who needed an inhaler. She stopped the concert to make sure that they got an inhaler. Then had the nerve to throw shade and say, yeah, see, I stopped to make sure people are okay before I keep going, or something to that effect. My thing is this, and then she comes out with, or Kanye West comes out and says, Billie, I need you to apologize to Travis Scott. And she replies to him and says, I never said anything about Travis Scott. I hate when people do this. Do not throw a rock and then hide your hands and act like you're so innocent. Like you were shading Travis Scott. So own up to it, Billie. Don't try to backtrack and make it look like Kanye is crazy or not. Let's not backtrack and make it seem like Kanye is tripping because of his mental state. I feel like a lot of times Kanye says things that, and that's why I went back, and I don't want to say crazier because I don't think he's crazy. Kanye is suffers from mental illness, but people try to use that as a reason to discredit the things that he says sometimes. On this, he was right on. Billie, you are doing what a lot of people in Hollywood do, which is holding black men accountable to a heavier extent than we do anybody else. I just feel like Travis Scott, Chris Brown, even the baby, like we don't see them able to live things down or make amends or improve their character in a way that is acceptable to everybody. It's always people that bring up their transgressions whenever they have something going on. And I know that this is still fresh, but Billy, that wasn't the time or the place. You in front of all of these people. Something could have happened at your concert that you had no control of, and then how would you look? So that was a bad move on her part. Well wishes to all the people that were affected by the Astroworld tragedy. I just hope that going forward, people don't use that as a way to take shots at people, because it was a misfortune on all accounts. It was disrespectful to Travis Scott for her to bring that up and try to shade him. It was disrespectful to the public for her to try, and Kanye, for her to try to make it like he was tripping when he called her out. And it's disrespectful to the victims of the I've been saying Astroworld, maybe it was Astrofest, but it's disrespectful to them to bring this up just for a shady little viral moment. You're better than that, Billy. You are so talented. So rise above the hate, girl. Like, do that. Finally, this week, I do want to talk about one more thing. News this week. The last thing we're gonna talk about. I'm so sick of rappers fighting in Cali. Like, the West Side clearly got some demons or something that's possessing folks. So Kodak Black and his people got in a fight outside of Nice Guys. But like, step your security up and step your life up. Like, why are you fighting in public? Your platform is so much better than that. Especially somebody like Kodak, who I feel like has had so many wins in terms of you was locked up, you was down bad, you out now. You got a chance to do better. Do better. I digress. Moving to the other fight that I'm sure everybody heard about this week, which was DaBaby and Danny Lee's brother at the fucking bowling alley. To see niggas sliding on the ground in the bowling alley was crazy to me. But then to see somebody of the caliber of DaBaby fighting his baby mama's brother in public is crazy to me. And you got other people putting hands on this man. Y'all, like, that's crazy to me, because at the end of the day, you and this woman got a child together. Y'all gonna always be in each other. Like, so feel how you feel about her brother, feel how you feel about her family, but y'all putting hands on each other. It's going public. It's the point of no return. If they ever try to make amends, him and her, his brother still gonna have his resentment and his feelings because of what this public issue did. Sidebar, Danny Lee, I don't know if you and your brother, how much black y'all got in y'all, but I'm of the belief that, you shouldn't be throwing the N-word out to the extent that y'all did. Like, her brother put a video out flaming DaBaby, and every other word was the N-word, and I'm not a fan of that. Danny, you might need to check your brother on that regard. I'm checking DaBaby and your brother for fighting in public, but you need to check your brother for his word usage, because you already done got in trouble for talking about Yellowbone what he wants. So look out for your brother in that way. All right? Okay? So with that being said, I know I had some controversial views today, but they are what they are. Hope y'all still mess with me. Don't unsubscribe. Stay tuned. We got my girl Teresa Morcho up next for part 2 of that one-on-one interview. All right, y'all, part 2. You know what they say, 2 is always better than 1.
Absolutely.
Most of the time, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think of...
All the time.
All the time, okay. So, how you feeling?
I am feeling amazing. Thank you for having me.
Look, thank you for coming back. I'm so excited. If y'all have missed part 1, first of all, you should be subscribed, so hit that button below and do that, because you wouldn't have missed part 1 if you hadn't stopped playing with yourself and subscribe. But now that you're back, now that you're here, we got to talk. You gave so much last week in terms of talking about Fairy Studmother, the podcast, you finding your voice, the inspiration behind the Stud Model Project, and even some of your own issues with coming up and developing your identity, your sense of identity that you have now. So I want to come to you now and ask you, on your journey as a woman, if you had to give me a 6-word memoir. Like a memoir, it's like a snapshot of your life right now.
Yeah.
So give me a 6-word memoir for where you are right now as a woman, an entrepreneur, an activist, a creator, all of those things. What would you sum it up with?
I have so many quotes in my head.
6
I'm always
words.
coming up with quotes. But I don't know if this is 6 words or not. But I will say my authenticity is the rent I pay to be here.
10.
My authenticity is my rent.
My authenticity is my rent, bitch.
Bitch.
6. Perfect. Explain to the people. I love that. I love it. Explain to the people.
Yeah, so listen, no one else can be you. No one else can be you. No one else can be me. You know, don't go out there trying to beat other people. I have tried that. It don't work. It don't work.
At all.
So I wake up every morning and I listen to Oprah. Oprah, if you listen to this, baby, I love you. You've got me through so many things in my life. But you have to be authentic to yourself. Like, everyone else is taken. When you show up as yourself. The people who don't accept you, the reason they don't accept you is because they not authentic to them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know who they are. Because if you know who you are, you'll accept everyone. Good or bad. Because I don't feel like there are bad people in this world. I just think that they're misunderstood people in this world because they don't understand themselves. But I don't think that there are bad people in this world. But I do think you really need to dig deep into yourself to figure out who you are. And once you figure that out, you will know how to give back to this world. You will know how to turn any and everything you do into service in this world. Even if you're a waitress, baby, you're not just a waiter, you're not just a waitress, you're not just, a nurse, you're not just a clerk. Turn it into service. When you know yourself, you know exactly what that means. Take your personality and just throw it in it. Because have you ever met someone who does the most basic things, but they do it consistently and authentically, and then all of a sudden they become, what's the dude, Bentley with the umbrella?
Farnsworth Bentley. Yes. Yeah.
All he did was walk around with an umbrella, but he was himself.
Being like, that's him.
Yeah.
And he's
so
one.
when you are yourself authentically, consistently, in the most honest and beautiful, loving way, people will notice you and your voice will be heard. Yeah.
I know that's right. Have you struggled with people responding to your voice in the way that you wanted them to, or have you just said, I'm going to put my work out, and however it's received is how it's received?
That's how I feel. I feel like if you don't understand my work, it's not meant for you to understand. There was one time I had this little dream where I was like in this little fireplace at some mansion, and like all these producers and stuff were there, and this one guy that owned the entire property came to me, and he was just like, use your voice and yell consistently to tell your story until the people upstairs, they might not even understand what you're yelling about, what you're saying, but they're gonna hear you and be like, what is that commotion going on down there? And they will come and see about you. So use your voice, even if people who don't understand what you're talking about. Just keep talking. Just keep yelling. Just keep talking about it, because they may not understand it now, but they're gonna come see about you.
Come see about me. Let's speak about come seeing about somebody.
Yeah.
How is, and we talk about relationships here on my show with the people who are open to it. With Valentine's Day, right around the corner. How are you feeling in that space? Are you feeling loved? Are you practicing your self-care right now to make sure that you loving on yourself, or do you have a special someone? What's going on?
Peter Patter. I do have a special someone. Hi, baby.
Hey, baby.
We've been together 2 years, and I know, and it's been long distance the entire time. Yeah, we met each other over, the panorama.
Look, everybody in Tinder opened up.
Listen, she slid right up in them DMs, and she was like, hey, I want to invite you to be my date for the Marine Corps ball. And ever since then, we've just kind of like been kicking it, and then we became, a couple. And my family loves her, which is like the most important part for me. I've met her family. I love her family. She's just awesome. She's amazing.
2 years.
I know.
Long distance.
Yes.
What's the biggest pro and the biggest con with long distance?
Space. I'm an Aquarius. She's a Taurus. Anybody who knows an Aquarius knows that we like our freedom. So I enjoy my space, especially with everything that I have going on. It just allows me the time, because when I'm with her, it's all about her. So if she was here, I probably wouldn't get no work done. So I do appreciate the fact that we have that space, and she's not like a jealous person or anything like that. She supports me and lets me do me. The hard part though is communication, just because like you don't see each other, so you don't know when someone is like feeling some type of way. You can't see their body, most of the time, like, she'll just either go quiet or I'll go quiet or we will, be a little distant to each other. Still loving, but a little distant. And when you don't have that person in front of you, you can't see their facial expression and be like, what's wrong, baby? Like, let me hug you, let me kiss you. And you can't do all that. So you gotta get creative.
How creative have you gotten?
We've gotten pretty creative.
Oh, that's for part 3. Oh, Cortez After Dark. Y'all gotta tune in. First episode dropping on my OnlyFans.
Listen, you know what? Being in a long distance relationship will make you communicate so much that you feel like you've been together much longer than you actually have.
That's true.
Yeah, so we know everything about each other. Like, she just laughs now because I burp all the time. And she just laughs at me now and she's just like, babe. And she like rates my burps, which is the funniest thing ever. And I'm just like, no, that's so embarrassing. And
no, that's cute.
yeah, so we're pretty, yeah. I don't know. It came out of nowhere, like, I don't know.
We're just gassy. Well, look, y'all, she just got your heart pitter-pattering talking about her love story. I want y'all's love story to be as lit as possible, so you guys stay tuned. We about to wrap up, but my girl Latifah is up next with a Valentine's Day cocktail. But before we end this, we gotta play One Gotta Go.
Oh my goodness.
You ready? Pick a category. You have Hollywood leading ladies. You have R&B divas. You have lady bosses. And you have supermodels of the world.
I like the leading ladies because I love watching movies. I'm always watching TV. I used to be a music person, but now I'm all the TV and all of that. So let's go with the leading ladies.
Okay, leading ladies. So one gotta go. For the people that don't know, I'm giving you 4 choices.
Okay.
You gotta eliminate 1 based off your own criteria. You gotta go. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Number 1. I'm going to give you Gabriella Union.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to give you Miss Regina Hall.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3, I'm going to give you Miss Megan Good. And number 4, I'm going to give you Miss Jada Pinkett.
Lord Jesus. Okay. If you would have asked me this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would have probably said Gabriella Union.
You would have said she can go?
I would have said
she has gotten so sexy though.
Listen, I would have said she can go just because, and then number 2, I feel like all the roles that they give her just, it's very flat. And she doesn't have a lot of, but when she played that whole bisexual soft stud thing, and then the way that she's just a parent to her children, and I love her, so she can go. She got to stay.
Oh, okay, Gabby.
Gabby said.
Gabby.
All right, and then Megan Good. Let me tell you something. Goody, Miss Goody.
She is fine.
She is fine, child. Yeah. That thing is fine. And just the way that she's handling going through her divorce and all that, and just kind of finding herself. Baby, you gonna stay. You gonna stay. Regina Hall. I can't get you that you in that lace and what's that? What is it? Enemy of the State. I can't get that image out my head. Like if I wasn't gay before, that was it. So I'm gonna have to say Jada Pinkett to go.
Jada gotta go.
Jada gotta go.
Jada with the abs and the eyes and
the
openness.
She's doing too much lately, so she gotta go.
Jada, we love you. But
I love her, but out of all the 4, baby, look, unless you bring me up to Red Table Talk now, we know it.
Okay? Look, we're both coming. You can always stay for that.
Okay.
Know that. You, Willow, Jaden, all of y'all can stay.
Love Willow.
I love Willow.
I love Willow.
I love Willow. As an artist, Willow is so dope.
Yeah,
so
I love her book recommendations. Every time she recommends a book, I'm just like, let me go buy it.
Okay, Willow is that girl. Like we gonna have to do something with Willow. We need a 3-way collab. Something gotta happen. Well, y'all, that's my time with my girl Teresa. Where can the people find you, and how can they support all of your endeavors?
Listen, I have made it so easy for you guys. Teresa without an H, like Mother Teresa, not the saint. So I've made it really easy for you guys. Teresa Morcho, everywhere, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. And if you want to follow my project, please support us. It's Stud Model Project, just as it sounds. Please Google it. You will find every avenue for Studmother Project to support. I love you guys and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Look, you did awesome. This was great. A long time coming, but the next time will not be this long. Look, it's gonna be sooner than the last time, okay? Because this was years in the making. She'll be back very soon. I'll be back in just a second. Y'all stay tuned for that drinky drink. What's up, y'all? It's Cortez Mac. I always introduce myself when the videos start, but y'all just watch me do something else. So, my friend Latifah, the owner of Center Stage Drinks, was supposed to be with me today to give you the perfect Valentine's Day drink, but she is unfortunately unavailable. So I got you covered because I'm good with the ones and twos too. So today we making the Valentine's Day Sangria, right? Look at your ingredients. You got some peaches. I got some freshly squeezed lemon juice, 1 cup of lemon juice. I sliced up 2 peaches. I got some strawberries. Look, they heart-shaped. Aww. Aww. I love it. All right, so, of course, with the sangria, you gotta have wine. Now, today we're doing rosé. And I'm gonna be honest, I just randomly picked Dark Horse. I never heard of it. But Dark Horse is a song that I like by Katy Perry, so. Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. So what I'm gonna do is just pour all of this shit in here. Boom. All the wine. Now this is not gonna be nowhere near full. So if you're trying to do this for like a Valentine's orgy or something, you need more. Look at my shirt. You are so loved. You are. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pour this fruit up in here. And again, I sliced up 2 peaches because I'm from Georgia. Val, what's up? Publix peaches. I'm going to eat this little piece. And this one. Out of here. Now, all my people who be in the kitchen and at the bar know you clean as you go. So I already squeezed the lemon juice, and you can look right here and see I almost lost some. Look at that. It's freshly squeezed lemon juice. It's supposed to be a cup. It's around that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there as well. Boom. With the lemon seeds too. Have a surprise in a few people's glasses. Now, boom. Boom. The other 2 ingredients. Cha-ching! You got Schweppes ginger ale because Seagram's is nasty. This is the only ginger ale that we approve in the black community. And then you got your Welch's. I didn't really want this because this was $4.99, but Publix didn't have white grape juice. And I needed white grape peach. So this was perfect. So Welch's it is. Sometimes you gotta splurge. Sometimes you gotta do something different to get what you never had. I ain't never had a Valentine Sangria, so. Because this picture is, you know, oh shit. It's filling up. Y'all see it? Okay. Look, now, we're gonna do a little something. I almost forgot an ingredient, y'all. We gotta put rum in here. We gotta have liquor. There's something in this liquor. This recipe calls for white rum, but you know, I don't have that. So I'm gonna pour this. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. We back. Boom. Rum. I didn't have a lot, so sometimes you gotta make do with what you have. I really wasn't planning to make this recipe, y'all, fully transparent, breaking the fourth wall. But I mean, I'm here, we in the kitchen, so it is what it is. White rum works better, get you some Bacardi, get you some whoever, but you know, I had some Captain Morgan laying around. So that's what we did. Now from there, you gotta have that fizzle, you know, for a sangria. This actually is starting to look pretty good, y'all, look at that. And you know with sangria, you know, the longer you let it sit, the better it get. Now I ain't saying drink some shit that's weeks old, but you know, let it sit, let it chill, let it marinate. Boom, look at what you got. This looks pretty good. I'm excited to have this. I think that I'm gonna feel like a rich bitch. I already do, but can y'all help me? Damn, y'all sitting there watching. Help me with the strawberries. So the last step is our heart strawberries. Now, I'm gonna just put them in here whole. Cause you know, some people like whole strawberries. And then when you pour it out, you know, they get that whole little surprise razzle dazzle. Now, I done put about 4 or 5 of these in there. I'm gonna put a few more. This is the boring part. You probably losing interest thinking about something else. While you think about something else, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Right there, the button below, if you ain't did it already. I don't know, YouTube be changing shit, so the button may not be there no more. But whatever you need to do to subscribe to my channel, do that. And this drink is actually, it's about to be ready. You know what I think would have set this off for real, would have been like a little sprig of mint. But I ain't got that. I got some icebreakers. I could put one of them in there. I ain't gonna do that. So you stir this up. Let this marinate for a little bit. That looks so good. Boom. Top on the pitcher. Top on the pitcher. Pretty like a pitcher. Hottest thing smoking. You could call me a swisher. Ooh. Rapper. Bartender. Host. Extraordinaire. You see me. You know what it is. Like I said, you are so loved because I made you this drink right here. We're going to call this the Sexy Sangria. Perfect for Valentine's Day. If you want to make this, like I said, you need some white rum. You need 1 cup of lemon juice. You need 2 cups of white grape peach juice. I probably use way more than 2 cups, but I needed to fill this picture up. You need 1 to 2 cups of ginger ale, depending on how much fizz you want. I had some strawberries in this bitch. I had lemons in here too. You can't go wrong, y'all. Stay tuned for Who Won the Week. It's next. So before we get out of here, y'all, the Valentine's Day edition, of course, Who Won the Week this week is none other than that girl, Jasmine Sullivan, who dropped Hotels, Motels, the deluxe edition. I might have got the name a little bit mixed up, but her talent is undeniable. That voice is unmistakable. Jasmine, salute, shout out, I love you. She got like the sexiest voice in the game, I think. Like she can sing her ass off, but it's also sexy as hell. So shout out to Jasmine Sullivan for winning Who Won the Week this week. I don't know if y'all hear the sirens in the background. That might be coming for your boy. We got to get out of here. I'll see you next week. Let's go.